Tomorrow's the big day, the premiere of a new Fox 11 documentary, this one focusing on the local homeless crisis. We spent weeks talking to key people, stakeholders, about how we got here and looking at possible solutions. One of the important conversations you're going to see tomorrow is about housing. Here's a preview.
I would take shelters, but not all shelters allow my dog to go with me. And I'm not leaving him behind. He's the only family I got left.
I didn't think I needed help. I was doing fine. I was all right. I wasn't bothering nobody. And at that point in time, anything that mattered to me was gone anyway.
That is one of the elements that is so tricky when it comes to the unhoused. Many of them, they're comfortable. They don't want to be housed. They don't know how to live housed.
So speaking of solutions, a new transitional housing center for the homeless just opened today in Northridge, thanks to the generosity of late and beloved TV game show host Alex Trebek. Sandra's there giving us a preview, and I can imagine it feels like the culmination of so much work to be able to open this facility.
So much work, Michaela, and we're here at the historic former Northridge Skateland, and now it has transformed into a place where they are leading with love. This is a transitional shelter, and we want to be quiet because there are a couple of residents who are still sleeping, but a lot of them are already out and working. But this is the main hall where they get their meals, and it's brand spanking new, so it's great to see all of the facility just sparkling bright, welcoming these new guests in. And let me bring in Rowan Van Sleeve, who could tell us all about what you're doing for the community here, how amazing this is to be here, and how you're helping people get back on their feet.
Well, we're just overwhelmed to have a shelter here in Council District 12. And thank you so much to Council Member John Lee for making this site possible. But we're already open. We have almost 25 guests on site who have already started that process of making their way into permanent housing. And moving forward, each and every day, we're going to have between 5 and 10 new residents coming in, getting into the system, ending their homelessness permanently.
And when you say this, it just sounds like a fraction of the problem, obviously, in this whole city where we're dealing with this crisis. But overall, you have 118 beds, I believe, and they're all accounted for. There's already a wait list, which shows you the scope and the need here. You're doing such great work because, as you said, you're leading with love. You're just allowing people to try to get back on their feet.
Well, we're so proud right now. We have over 1,500 beds across Greater Los Angeles, from Highland Park all the way up to Lancaster. And this site being the first one in this council district, bringing people in is the first way out of homelessness in this council district. Because if you're homeless here in this council district, you can't travel into someone else's council district to get help. So this is so important, giving people a path out right here in Northridge.
Such a key, important thing to know. Yeah, location, location, location when it comes to trying to solve this crisis. All right, we're getting the boot out of the kitchen because I know you're getting ready for breakfast, so we can't wait to see all the action happening. But again, transforming people's lives here, and it is so great to see the center up and running now. Michaela, back to you.
You know, this is where so much of Alex Trebek's heart was, right? And it's nice to see that legacy live on with the work there that's being done to give people hope. All right, Sandra, thanks so much. Again, we want to point you to this special. It really is a conversation about what led to the current crisis we're in and how we can emerge out of it. It will air tomorrow, and it features a special introduction narrated by actor Edward James Olmos tomorrow, 6 p.m.